Hey, girls, guys, or otherwise, this is Rich, and today is Witchy Wednesday, and I don't know why I'm still wearing those. I was wearing those because I was editing my video for Tarot Talk Tuesday. If you haven't seen that yesterday, go ahead and check it out. I did notice whenever editing that one that the the volume was a little bit off. I think whenever I was reading like this that the mic wasn't really picking up everything. So I am going to try to work on that. I'm sorry I didn't just re-record, but it's getting a little bit later and in the daytime, and I really want to get that video recorded and edited and uploaded so it was on a timely basis. I will try to do better in the future. So, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm actually going to make myself a little bit bigger here. There we go. Okay. A little bit nicer there. Anyway, today for Witchy Wednesday, we are talking about the Rosary. And I have a couple here. I don't have my main set here. That's actually in my work bag. I take it to work, and it pretty much travels everywhere in my bag. And I'll explain why here in a minute. So first things first, if you haven't seen a rosary, you're going to see a couple today. It means crown of roses or garland of roses. And there are several different types of rosaries. And the one I'm pretty much going to talk about is what you will normally see as the Catholic rosary. You have, sorry for bumping the mic there, you typically have a cross at the very end. This one is, I believe, ebony. I have one that is made of olive wood from Jerusalem and whatnot. So they come in many different styles. Some have glass beads like this one. Some have wood like this one. I have one that's sterling silver. I have one that has regular, I think that they're plastic beads, but I'm not sure. They're regular beads. They might be glass beads, but they have like sterling silver chain and whatnot. You can find them in all different styles. I do want to get one of the stainless steel ones, something a little bit more rugged, a little bit more tactile for me. But anyway, so there's several different types, but the one most commonly seen is this one, and it's actually a 60 beaded, right? Yes, 60 beads on a loop. Now that I made myself bigger, I can't do this. But you have a loop here, and you have a small little chain there with a pennant on the end. You can also find them in a single decade, which means 10 beads. So basically on those, and I don't have one to show you guys, you're going to see the cross, and then you're going to see 10 beads in a row like that, and maybe a little finishing on the very end. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, and sometimes people use those as bracelets. So you can find them in a single decade rather than having a full-on, I would probably call this a necklace style, but you're not really supposed to wear it. There is some differing opinions on that, depending on why you're wearing it and the purpose and whatnot. So, and you can also find them as Anglican beads. They are 28 beads. I don't have an example to show you. But it's basically, they call them weeks instead of decades, meaning there's 7 beads and there's 4 weeks. So, and those are more commonly used to pray the Jesus prayer, which is, and I have it here because I didn't put it in my actual notes, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me. And sometimes I've also seen it, have mercy on me, a sinner. So you do have different prayers that you can say with these. I actually use my rosaries to pray the Gnostic rosary. There's a couple different versions, and you can easily Google that to find your own flavor of Gnostic rosaries if that's what you wish to do. You can also pray the rosary with the normal Catholic prayers that are associated with the rosary. and then you have the different mysteries and whatnot. And I'm not going to go into a lot of depth. Maybe I'll do a different video where I'm saying the rosary or reciting the Gnostic rosary or something like that. But I just wanted to give a baseline detail on the rosaries and not go too in depth. Kind of like just tip our toes in the water here for a Witchy Wednesday. And then maybe I'll go into more detail, maybe on a Sunday or something like that, whenever I do Christo-Pagan Sundays. But pagans can definitely use these. There is no reason why you can't. So why would you want to use them? So one reason is devotion. It's whenever you are praying the rosary or you're reciting a mantra on the rosary, the repetition of going through, and really all these are counting beads. Same thing with the malas and whatnot. If you have a mantra that you go through, you can go through them and you can keep track of how many you've said. And sometimes that helps. Sometimes having that tactile experience along with saying a mantra or saying a prayer gets you into kind of a different state of mind. I'm going to put that one down because I actually like this one. I never use this one. This is actually the one that stays on my my skull ashtray back here. I love that little ashtray skull. It's actually made of chalkwood, or not chalkwood. It's chalkware from like the 50s or whatnot. It came out of a house that was owned by a family of doctors and morticians and whatnot, and I absolutely love it. It's a little like cigarette case on the tip of the head. Anyway, if you guys want to see that, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video of that because it's really cool. Anyway, this is usually the one that sits over there down in the base right here as I'm trying to do this in reverse, but it usually sits in the base right there as decoration more than actually getting used. But you can tell on this one it has been used quite a lot. If it will focus, or if I can focus it, I don't know if you're really getting the detail on it, but it has been used a lot. This one has a base metal, probably of copper, and overlaid with like a silver wash or something like that. Anyway, but I never use this one, and I kind of want the tactile experience. So anyway, you can use it while meditating. You can say mantras while going through these, and it kind of gives you that sense of, you know, having your hands do something while your mind is focusing on something else. Another way that you can use it is prayers and asking for help from higher self, deity. It doesn't matter really what deity. You can come up with your own prayers for it, and you can pray for somebody else, or you can send up prayers for yourself and ask for help. You can ask for guidance, and being in that meditative state actually helps you, you know, receive that guidance as well. So that's something that you can do. You can also have this as a way of sacrifice. If you're working with a deity, I know some deity figures like certain things. Excuse me for a second while I have some Pepsi. Not sponsored, wish I was. But anyway, I know some deities like certain items. Whenever I'm talking about Sophia and Christ, they more so ask for time than anything. Time, a meditative state, a listening ear to impart wisdom and knowledge on, and basically a faith of learning and continuing to learn, you know, throughout life. You know, that always striving for gnosis and the hidden meanings behind things and the knowledge that is out there, the wisdom that is out there for us all. So I find that more with Sophia and Christ, that they ask for my time and a sacrifice of time rather than a sacrifice of an offering. Certainly, I think they would accept an offering if I gave one. But I've never felt called to really leave an offering of something at the altar. I have more so felt the urging of having that one-on-one time with them. I have, I'm going to flip you guys around here just a second. over here, as you see all the mess over here. But this is my my little kneeler, and that kneeler is it's getting used. Let me just say that it's a little bit older, probably 60s, 70s ish. I have another one that's even older in my garage that I don't have room for right now, but I will sit there, and what you see there is actually a journal sitting on top of it, not my Book of Shadows. That is in a different room right now. But there are times whenever I will sit there and I will have in the little box above, I don't know if you guys saw that, but in the box above, I have my representation of Sophia. So whenever I'm saying the rosary for Sophia, I am sacrificing my time for her or to her. And I'm having that one-on-one time for her to also impart wisdom unto me, as she seems or deems fit and deems necessary. So it's really a sacrifice, it's an offering of time. And one thing I like about rosaries is that you can just like sit there and just even using them as a almost like a worry stone. They are fantastic for that. And then you can use them for connection. This connection can be outside of time or space. Whenever you are saying certain mantras, and this goes for the mala as well. But if you are saying certain mantras that have been said throughout history, throughout time and space, I'm sorry, I'm a little gassy, and I'm trying to mask my burps. We're not going to judge. We're not going to judge. But anyway, you have a connection if you are saying the same prayers as others have before you or even after you. You have that connection outside of time and space because, well, what is time really except in our minds a linear fashion? However, not necessarily. So if you are praying the rosary or you're praying a form of rosary, maybe you hand these prayers down to somebody else and they say them, and then their children say them, and then their children say them. In doing that, you have a connection to them throughout time and space, and it's an unbroken bond between you and those other individuals who have also prayed the rosary or prayed even similar prayers. So yes, you have that connection to individuals outside of time and space. And it can also help with grieving. And I thought about this as an afterthought whenever I was making my notes today. And I can tell you that praying the rosary can get you through some serious times. Maybe you're having, I don't know what that was that just fell, but something fell from my altar over there. I think it might have been Jelly. She's rearranging, apparently. What are you doing over there? Okay, anyway, I'm getting off track here. Praying the rosary can get you through some hard times. And let me just say that whenever you are sitting there and reminiscing about the person, maybe instead of having Sophia in that little shelf in that little box area, maybe I would have the photo of somebody that I knew, a beloved departed one. And it doesn't even have to be somebody that I personally knew. I can send up prayers for anybody at any time, and hope and pray that they are being guided, whether into another lifetime or into some afterlife, as the Summerland, heaven, the great beyond, and I can send those well wishes to them from where I am in this space and time to wherever they may be, and wishing them the best if they haven't moved on out of this world. If they are stuck here as a spirit, maybe I can help them a little bit, help them be a little bit more maybe I can help them be a little bit more secure in moving on. And so those are some ways that you can utilize the rosaries. And like I said, you can find different rosary prayers and whatnot. You can find the standard all over the internet, the Catholic standard that they have. Um, and you can also find the Gnostic version as well, or you can come up with your own. Um, I've played around with doing my own, and although I like to write my own spell work and whatnot, there's something about having a pre-written form for prayers as a meditative process that actually speaks to me. Spell work, I will do, from scratch. I will make my own spell work wording, and I will do that all by myself. But whenever it comes to rosaries and prayers, there's something about the connection between me and everybody that said it before me, like I've stated earlier, that it has that connection, and you feel that sense of connection between you and all of the other ones worldwide and throughout time and space that have also said those same prayers. So that's where I'm going to leave this for today. I wanted to make this a shorter video. I know, like, the long videos, they're kind of hard to sit through, especially for 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour long. They're a little harder to sit through, so I wanted to get this done fairly quickly, fairly easily, as a shorter video. I can certainly expand upon the rosary, and like I said, I might do a video in the future saying the rosary from beginning to end, and I might record that and put it on here for you. That might just be a bonus one because I don't think I'd want to do that for a topical video. So that might be a bonus video that you guys get. Anyway, some questions I have here is, let's see. Have you used a rosary in the past? And if you haven't, or if you have in the past, would you use it now? I know there are pagan or witchy versions of the rosary, the pagan prayer beads. Try saying that 10 times fast. And also being tired after work. So I know that there are pagan prayer beads out there. If you use those, let me know. I will probably do a video on those in the future, along with the mala beads and the misbaha, because I love anything that has a tactile feel to it. I think that is so important, at least to my meditative practice and my practice overall. Having a tactile experience is very important to me. Let's see. As far as pagan prayer beads, I have not used them personally. I have used the mala beads. I have not used the misbaha. However, I would like to try it once or twice to see how I like it. So yeah, maybe I'll go through and do that. I don't see me using the misbaha very much, but I will try it out and see how it goes. But whenever I do the pagan prayer beads in the future, I want to be able to, make my own set and use them, see how I like them, and then go from there, reporting back to you guys about how I use them. So if you have used rosaries in the past or any type of prayer beads, let me know by leaving a comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click subscribe. Hit that little bell notification, even though these are coming out 5 days a week. So just about every day of the week, you're going to get a video from me. At least right now. We'll see what the future holds, because this is 2021, and it looks like it's bleeding over from 2020, which isn't a great thing given what happened last week. So yeah, not a great start to this year as far as that. However, getting off that soapbox, we're going to keep this channel nice and light and airy and wonderful and positive. And unless somebody really, really pisses me off, then I'll get nasty. But, you know, well, they're going away soon, so they're going to be without a White House. Anyway, until next time, let me know in the comments below about the rosary and your usage, and if you want me to go into a little bit more detail on them. I probably will, whether people want me to or not, but we will see in the future what the future holds. Anyway, that's all that I have for today. Until next time, let's see, tomorrow is going to be Thursday, so until then, we're doing table talks on Thursday, duh. So we're talking about a certain discussion, and that's going to come from our little table talk cube. So, yep, join us then, or join me then. I don't know what us, I guess me and Jelly. Jelly, you want to say hi? Nope, she does not. Nope, she does not. Anyway, until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.